Did you know that everyone has the ability to draw? As we get older, we often let go of that creative spark, but it doesn't have to be that way. Today, we're going to reignite your imagination and create something beautiful in less than 10 minutes. Okay, let's get amongst it, shall we? I've got my handy dandy Apple Pencil. Now, you don't have to use an iPad and an Apple Pencil. If you don't have one, you can use paper and pencil. You can use marker and construction paper, whatever you got. The most important thing is to make beautiful things, to make beautiful art. And so I'm going to use the iPad, use whatever you've got. And you see that we have, in the Ed Emberley fashion, the different elements that we're going to draw. I've got them vertically here. We're just going to go down the vertical, and I'll tell you where to put them. So that's how it's going to work. All right, so here we go. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to draw the first shape. So the first one is this circle. It's an ellipse, okay? And so we're just going to draw that like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay. You can see that that my ellipse is not perfect. It's slanted a little bit, but this is the most important part. Is you just have fun doing it. I have a lot of fun drawing these things. And so up next, we're going to draw what looks like a U, huh? This is going to form the cup part of the chalice. And so we're going to draw that U. Now yours can be however you like. It can be a little bit longer. So, I mean, this is one example, but if I hit my undo here, say you want a different shape U. You can do that too, you see? Or if you want to just use kind of like a circle, you can do that as well. Yep. And then you get all sorts of different types of chalice. So let me see. I'm going to go with one that I like. Shape I like. This is a little more pointed U. The next part of the chalice is called the node. And this is the part of the chalice that the priest can hold with his hand. He can kind of put his knuckle around it so that he can hold it really well. It's usually made of metal, or sometimes it's made of a precious stone, and it's represented here by a circle. And so we're just going to draw that circle at the base of that U shape that we draw, the cup that we drew. All right, so there's the node of the chalice, okay? And then you see the next two shapes are these S-looking shapes. One's pointing one way and one's pointing the other way, and those are going to go on either side of the node. And that will form the base of the chalice. So you see they come out ever so slightly and kind of around, and they flares out there. All right. And then the bottom shape, the last shape, is another kind of rounded line. And that forms the base of the chalice. Okay. And so there it is. That's really easy to do. So you've got the basics of the chalice, and up next, we can embellish them. Typically, I like to create a little lip on the cup of the chalice. And so we can do that. Like so. And then maybe I'll continue that lip down here. So I've got a lot of space here in the chalice. You can see I've got a lot of area to work with here. And so perhaps I also want to make another, to make the chalice a little bit wider. I can then embellish it a little bit more by adding a couple of other shapes. And so I get kind of a 3D effect if I do this. Oh, this might be a little extra for you. Yeah, but you can see that you can go a long way with just some of the basic shapes here. All right. And then maybe I want to draw some little wavy lines here. Maybe I'll do the same thing after the node. And maybe you want to make a couple of little jewels Okay. And then maybe some filigree work here. So let's see, we'll start just a couple little circles or half circles, and then we'll build that up, kind of like you're making a flower. And then if you follow this around, you can make a cross. And then make it look like it's going to extend off the side of the chalice there. Maybe make a couple little, like a little clover. And then maybe to give the illusion that it's going on that there are other crosses as the chalice goes around. Do that. Yep. And then maybe kind of looks like clouds, doesn't it? There we go. And so maybe those are all just things that are etched into the chalice. And so you can see, you can get really, really ornate here. Right. And let's see, eventually, maybe there's something in the chalice, huh? Maybe there's wine that's been brought over, that's been poured into the chalice. And this is where it gets fun too, because you get to add color to things. And that's not as difficult as it seems. So let me bring up our chalice again here. And we're going to choose gold. Always a good color, because the chalice, as you know, is made of a precious material, gold or silver usually, sometimes bronze that's then plated in gold. And so we're going to just use the gold, and I'm going to drag the gold here. Right. Okay. And then you see we've got some other little areas here, these filigreed areas. Maybe this is still gold as well. And maybe the filigreed spots are going to be a little bit different color gold. Maybe just a little duller. Whoop. Got to be careful with that, otherwise I'm going to end up coloring my black lines here. So you see I've got that happening. Oh, got to zoom in because this is a little, have to come back there. So you see it's not an incredibly different color gold. It's just a little bit duller. So you get the sense that it's just a little differentiation in the colors. All right. And then let me fix this while I'm thinking about it. I got to choose my color here and color that little bit in. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. And then maybe the node, make that kind of a blue color. It's a nice color. And then inside the chalice, we'll use a red. And then from there, see, you could leave this here and it looks pretty good. But then you can kind of go a little bit farther if you want. I'm going to create a layer here. And we can add a little highlight here and there, just to give the sense that it's something that's shiny, you know? So let's do that. So I'm going to take this here and just draw a little squiggle. Yeah, you see, you get just a little sense that it's shiny. Yeah. Okay, all right. And then maybe we'll add a little bit of a couple of squiggles here, just to show that this is a liquid, you know? Just a little. All right, here we go. All right. So there we have it. Fully colored chalice. And now it looks like it could be ready for the celebration of the Holy Mass. Alrighty, so we've drawn our chalice. I would love to hear from you. What Catholic visual identity elements would you like me to simplify next in that Ed Emberley style? You can share your chalice drawings in the comments or on social media. I can't wait to see your creation, the things that you've drawn. Don't forget to like this video and to stay updated on other quick draws whenever we develop other things, or whenever I do live draw-alongs. Hit that notification bell and you'll find out. Join our Joe Catholic Draws community by subscribing too. Remember, every masterpiece starts with a single stroke. So keep practicing, keep exploring our Catholic faith, and let's continue to make beautiful things together. I'll see you in the next one.